Hi Pisces, my name is Linda. Thanks for tuning in. What I have here is a general reading for anyone under the influence of the Pisces star sign. So that could be your sun or your ascendant, or you might be watching this reading if the person that you're dealing with is a Pisces and you want to get a little bit more clarity and insight onto the connection that you have with them. So this first card in this position is where you are now. This is the challenge you face. This is the resources you can use. These are the hidden forces. This is the potential outcome. And from the runes here, we're going to take one to give us insight on what is the spiritual lesson here. This is really interesting reading. You have 2 nines in the reading on the bottom row. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. And on the top row, you have 10 of Pentacles and King of Pentacles in reverse. So there's some interrelatedness in each of the cards in the spread, and they're kind of connected in this very interesting way. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles here is saying that there is a kind of sense of consolidation I'm hearing in your life. So that could be family life is consolidated, home life is consolidated. It's pretty much a family card, the 10 of Pentacles, but there's a little bit more to it in that the 10 of Pentacles can be about legacy. It can be about like a genetic lineage, right? So there's heritage, there's legacy, there is inheritance as well in the 10 of Pentacles. There's DNA makeup as well. So it has to do with family home, family business, the accomplishment and completion and wholeness that married life with children and the home can be represented by. So I'm just trying to understand what out of those topics that I just named there I should pull out to discuss with regard to the rest of the cards here in the reading to give it some context. Obviously this is a general reading, so it's going to be different messages for everybody. But what I'm feeling here is that there's some kind of message in this reading about how to go about finding your sense of self and your purposefulness, your individual path, your personal freedom and liberation. But I'm looking at the 9 of Pentacles here when I'm thinking about all that. When we're talking about you in relationship to a group activity or event or situation, whether it's a family, like an actual blood family, or whether it's your chosen family or community. So what I'm feeling this reading is kind of giving this idea that you might have a very stable community, you might have a very stable home life, you might have a very stable family structure. And while that's in place, what might be important for you at this time or given this moment is to figure out how to make sure that your personal independence and freedom is also being given enough time and space to be explored by you, so that you're not putting all of your energy and time into a group or a family or a community, but that you find the balance between that and your own personal needs, your own personal self-discovery, your own personal freedom, your independence, and your own individual financial stability as well. So with the King of Pentacles here in your reading in the position of the resources you can use in the reverse, along with the Magician in the reverse in this part of the spread, which is talking about what challenges you face. So what I'm kind of feeling here with that is there could be some kind of energy around you that is suggesting that you need to be paying a little bit more attention to your reality beyond just financial stability. Maybe for some of you, you're getting this finally, after maybe a certain amount of time, you're starting to understand how deeply interconnected your financial stability and your sense of abundance and physical health is connected to the way you feel about yourself, about life. That basically your thoughts and beliefs are very closely tied to your sense of well-being, your physical health, and your actual abundance, like physical abundance, and how deeply connected those things are. You might be only just getting a sense of that, or maybe there's a specific event happening for you right now where you're getting that message very, very loudly drilled home to you. So for some of you, what I'm getting here is, because you have the Knight of Pentacles in your reading, the Magician, Ten of Pentacles, basically what I'm tapping into here is that there is the situation that you're in now, or the specific scenario that you're finding yourself in currently, is pointing you towards a need to pay a little bit more attention to what things you feel guided towards doing, and more importantly, the why. So in other words, if you've been pursuing financial stability simply for that end alone, there's going to be a sense of emptiness that comes along with the accumulation of wealth, or with the collecting of materialism or resources that make you feel more comfortable, let's say, in the physical world, right? These two pentacles here. But if that accumulation of physical resources, money, comfortable things, nice things, doesn't have something more mature connected to it in terms of the orientation of your personal energy, the way you channel your personal energy or your willpower into the world, in terms of the way you actually collect those resources, or the way that you earn money, let's say if we're strictly talking about the way you earn money. If there isn't a connection between the way you earn money and a sense of purposefulness, or a connection to what you consider to be your spiritual karma, or your dharma, or the way that your soul or your spirit expresses itself in life, if there isn't a connection between those things, there could be an emptiness that comes along with that accumulation of wealth and resources. And if your drive towards collecting financial reward and resources and becoming more stable in the physical world by having more money and more resources, without that drive towards something meaningful, without that connection to something that has relevance to your spiritual expression or your spiritual path, then that will also cause a type of burnout, which we're seeing here with the Nine of Wands in reverse in your reading. So the potential outcome of this drive towards financial stability or wealth or materialistic success, without some kind of meaningful connection, without that endeavor having some kind of connection or bond to something meaningful, something that is driven by your need to be express a certain thing in a certain way that only is unique to you, or if you're not in a deeper connection to your purpose, your soul's purpose, or the deeper reason for your incarnation into Earth in this particular lifetime, then that drive or that struggle towards attainment will always feel a little bit off. It will always lead to exhaustion, burnout, difficulty, challenge, strife, because you're not really in a perfect alignment with your own energy. So it's like you're tricking yourself. This Magician in reverse here is an energy of manipulation. It can be arrogance, it can be conceitedness, it can be illusion, right? It's an illusion, like you're deluding yourself. If you keep striving for physical, material wealth and abundance without paying attention to or nurturing or giving more heed to what is actually really relevant and important in your life for your spiritual growth, for your spiritual path, for your spiritual development, then it will have an emptiness to it that will leave you feeling drained and exhausted and burnt out. Integrity is the name of this card in this deck, the Nine of Wands. So again, seeing it in reverse here is kind of connecting back to the Magician in reverse, and that there's illusion, there's delusion, there's trickery, there's manipulation. If you're not in alignment with what's really true for you in your spiritual endeavor, in your spiritual path, then no amount of financial success will actually bring you any type of happiness or pleasure or sense of satisfaction. So we have here this rune here. In this position of the reading, the rune is describing what is the spiritual lesson in your reading. And this rune is called Hagalaz, and it's representing hail. So how I would interpret that in the context of what we've been talking about here already is that you will experience some type of hardship, some type of crisis, some type of suffering or difficulty, or even physical sickness in your life if you don't find a way to align your purpose, your spiritual purpose, your path, your karma, what it is that you're here to express in life, with the type of work that you do and the way you express, so that you are not having this schism or this split between your achievements in life and how you feel, what kind of financial stability or gain that you manage to ground into your reality. If that is not being matched, or if that's not in alignment with your real purpose, with your spiritual practice and your spiritual expression, then yes, you'll inevitably suffer or feel some type of loss of power, or some kind of crisis will occur if you don't find a way to align those things. Your purpose in life and the way that you earn needs to be in alignment. Otherwise, you will feel a type of disillusionment or lack of satisfaction. It will feel like a kind of hardship or suffering, inevitably, if you don't align those things. Pisces, I hope you found that helpful. I'm just checking here to see if there's anything else that I need to convey in regards to this spread before I close out the reading. The Nine of Pentacles in your reading is very important. This is the card in the position of what are the hidden forces. So I feel like in terms of what all the things we've been talking about, it's really important to be aware of this energy of like following what is true for you, listening to your heart, listening to your intuition, following the guidance that you're receiving, following your own sense of what's true for you, what's real for you, and let that be what guides you. Because there is this kind of overwhelming feeling here that there's no issue with you being able to manifest abundance and manifest physical wealth and abundance, no matter what, whichever way you go, right? But on one hand, if you do it when you are more in alignment with your integrity, with your truth, with your calling, with your passion, with your awareness about what you are guided towards doing as far as what will help you complete your karmic debt, that will bring you a deep sense of satisfaction. You can pursue whatever you want to do and you will be successful in it. There's a pretty clear message here that no matter what you do, you'll be able to collect reward in the financial realm. But what will be missing is a sense of satisfaction and a sense of authenticity if you are not listening to what your heart is calling you to do. So just take a look at that, and if any of that is making sense and resonating for you, then please leave a comment below. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading.